Today, I'm going to be talking about medial tibial stress syndrome, also known as shin splints. It's one of the most annoying injuries to have while playing basketball or running. It's pretty easy to get, but luckily it's not that hard to treat or to prevent. Um, the symptoms, you usually have pain around this part of your leg, and the shin splints are caused by overworking the muscles that are attached to the tibia and the fibula, and that's caused by like running on concrete. That's very common. That hurts. That puts a lot more force on the muscles, and it causes them to get weaker, and they can't absorb the shock of you jumping as much. Running on uneven surfaces or running in not very good shoes are two other causes. And people with flat feet are more susceptible to shin splints because something about the way their muscles are structured. They're not as well adapted to handle the shock of like jumping. And the way to prevent these is just like to make sure you wear good shoes and try to do like your exercises. Like if you're into plyometrics, try to do those on the grass or on some soft surface so that you can absorb the shock more and it won't hurt as much as landing on concrete over and over. Hey doc, I have shin splints. How do I get rid of it? Okay, don't worry. Rest, ice, compression, elevate. You've heard that a lot, but that's really the best way to get rid of it. It usually doesn't take very long to get rid of. Maybe just a few days of rest will do it in most mild cases. If your symptoms persist, if your leg keeps hurting and it's hurting just to walk, then I would suggest you go to a doctor because you may have like a stress fracture or something more serious. Or if your leg looks like this, please go to a doctor. That's not shin splints. I don't know what the hell that is. You fucked up your leg somehow. Okay. So hopefully I've helped you in some way. If you like what you see, or if you have any more injuries you want to uh, know more about, I'll be happy to post a video. Just send me a message or leave a comment and subscribe.